Good morning. Welcome to another day on earth. It is time for our daily reading. In our daily reading, we try to find alignment with the energies that are around us today. Alignment with the things that we are confused about, the things that we have questions about that kind of confuse us. It is our goal to find alignment with those issues for today and the energies that are coming towards us. It is also to open our mind to possibilities we might not be able to see if we don't take the time to think about them. So in that way, it's almost like a meditation, right? I'm going to speak about energies and you're going to apply them to your life. And maybe there'll be an energy I talk about that you didn't think of. And that's how you open your mind. I've had those moments. That's what it's been for me. And I have been watching YouTube Tarot for 3 years. Over 3 years now. And for me, I know how to use it as a tool for my spirituality. And I hope that you do too. Because that's my intention here. It's always my intention here. You use your own intuition to know what's coming for you ahead. I don't tell you what's coming ahead. I tell you, you hear it. You hear me telling you what's coming ahead, but in reality, I'm just talking about collective energy and you are applying it to your life, and it's beautiful. It helps you find alignment. It has helped me find alignment. So I hope that you get something out of it. If you like the message and you want to go further into the message, there is an extended. It is on Patreon. It is under the same name of The Awakened Alcoholic. It is $5 a month for all extendeds. $5 a month for additional spiritual messages, spiritual alignment, checking with energies. $5 a month for everything I do on Patreon. So that's that. So I want to say it will not resonate for everyone, but that's only if you don't know how to apply it to your own situation. Just want to make sure I'm plugged in. I am. Okay, sorry. So yeah, if you don't resonate with it, it should. It should. That's all I have to say. Resonate with it. It's not about making it fit. It's about when you're making it fit. I'm going on too much. When you're making it fit, you'll feel it. You're not in alignment. But when you feel like, oh, I got it. I got it. And I know it's the truth. And I'm in alignment. And I feel good. Forcing something into your situation is like, yeah. It's a different feeling. It's like, it's twisted. It's cognitive dissonance. You'll feel it. There's a difference between alignment and cognitive dissonance, and that is like my message for this week. Keep getting it over and over again, no matter what I look at. So, what is our manifestation? What are you manifesting? And what is the energy today for our manifestation? I see myself enjoying absolute, continuous abundance. Continuing abundance. I choose abundance. How close can I get this? Very close. I choose absolute and continuing abundance. For I understand that there is no limit to the abundance in the universe. And so, by my attracting abundance to myself, I am not limiting another. There is enough for everyone. The key is for each of us to see it and want it. And then we each attract it. So there you go. Competition does not exist. It's all about everybody finding their alignment, choosing absolute and continuing abundance in that alignment, and knowing that that does not affect anybody else. There's no competition. If you see somebody who has everything they want, it's not a competition if you start going for the same things. It's you found something that you are attracted to and you're going for it. And there's room for you too. There's room for you too. In whatever that is. So if I had thought, wow, I like that sound healer. She's awesome. I can't be like her. And I don't want to take anything away from her. So I'm not going to do it. I wouldn't be doing my sound healing. And I love doing my sound healing. I love it. And I've brought it to a few different places now. And sometimes I worry, that this woman that I originally saw her from thinks I'm trying to compete with her. I can't worry about it. If she doesn't know that there is absolute abundance for everyone, I cannot help her. She needs to find that out for herself. Because I'm not after her space. I'm not after anything. I know that there's enough for everyone, and I'm just trying to find my space. So there is no competition, except for in our minds. So don't believe in the competition. And don't worry if somebody else around you does, because there is enough for everyone. I love that message. So, but first you got to believe that it's for you. Right? Forget about the competition. You have to choose to see it. Again, it's like I talked about this in the Course in Miracles lesson for today. I was watching a show on that missing plane in Malaysia, and they were showing all these different parts of the world, and I'm like, wow, why don't I ever think to go there? Like it's just not, it's not part of my thinking to ever think, wow, I'd like to go to Madagascar someday. But as soon as I saw it, something inside me was like, wow, I'd like to go there. I want to go there. But then all of a sudden it's like, no, it's scary over there. You don't know that place. Isn't there like bad things happening over there? It's like that's our mindset blocking us. But we choose. If I choose continuing abundance, I say I'm going to go to Madagascar someday. I'm going to be there someday. I know it. I just know it. That's abundance. I can do it. It's a world that's open to me. And if other people can go there, so can I. So what is the Oracle message for? Is this the same card? Wow. No place like home in the past. We did not clarify that in the... I usually don't do the past cards. Very rarely do I do past cards in the clarification, but in the extended, I'm going to, because this showed up 2 times now in the same place. So I want to know why. So what is, we have in the past, for our Oracle cards, we have in the past, no place like home. We have an unfinished symphony. So this is somebody, it seems like a soulmate or a soul situation, something that you felt like it was meant to be yours, but it's unfinished in the current energy. And in the future, it is being regenerated. It's coming back. That's what happens in what? Mercury retrograde. Oh, but it might require you to take a risk of some kind. We'll definitely look at this risk in the extended. So, there's something that you thought was supposed to be yours. It's unfinished currently. This is so similar to yesterday, right? We had new life. This is the same message practically yesterday. Very strong. But there's a risk. There's a risk. Buy the book. Like, wow, that's 2 opposing energies, right? Are you going to go buy the book, or are you going to take risks? Well, again, we'll clarify that. Milk and honey underneath that. All right, Spirit, tell us more. What are we talking about? Spirit is talking about the High Priestess again. The High Priestess is hidden secrets. It's about Persephone, right? That's who the High Priestess is in Greek mythology. She was living happily on the earth with her mom. And I forget who I know it's about Persephone, but I don't remember who her parents were. But she was living happily on the earth, and somehow a god or something that lived beneath the earth found her and wanted her. And so they wanted to hook up. I'm putting this in very modern terms because that's the way my brain is seeing it. And he said, I want your daughter. And she said, no, I want my daughter up here with me. And he said, well, 6 months out of the year, I will have her, and 6 months out of the year, you'll have her. And they agreed upon that. So the High Priestess goes down to live with her husband. And in that time, she's away from her mother. She doesn't even have access to her mother. So what is she doing? She's transforming. She's finding things about herself that she would not have if she was in her safe place. So this is, again, about the risk. This is a risk. Finding out who you really are. All sides of you. So you might be asked to go into a situation where you don't feel comfortable. But this is only to show you parts of yourself that you would not see if you didn't. I always think about, well, this is making me think about when I was young. I was engaged at 19. And it's almost like I was afraid to know who I really was. If you want to get married that early, you don't want to examine yourself, you don't want to get to know yourself, you don't want to experience things. It's about experiencing who you are. Experiencing things so you can find out who you are. You don't, they say in a relationship you don't know who somebody else is unless you've seen them under stress, unless you've seen them happy, unless you've seen them in multiple situations. Then you know who they really are. Well, same goes for you, right? So this reading, I feel like, is saying again, it's about finding out who you really are and being given certain situations because of that. This might be somebody else that you know. If I had gotten married at the age of 19, there's so many things I wouldn't know about myself. Number one, I'm an alcoholic. I would have found that out. Maybe I would have had 3 kids by then. Thank God I didn't have kids when I found out that I was an alcoholic. That's a gift for me. What's around us is, again, the 4 of Wands. All right, so this is somebody who is being asked to be in a relationship that, you know what, for some reason it's taking you out of your comfort zone. It might be your family home. It might be your home. It's asking you to leave your home to find a new home. The High Priestess did it, so maybe this reading is saying you might need to do that. So what supports us in this energy? Oh my goodness, the 10 of Cups. Wow, this is amazing. Happily ever after. You are going to be asked to take a risk. It's all good. This is going to help you find your 10 of Cups. Believing that this is your 10 of Cups, which is happily ever after. Sometimes I forget to say that. Sorry. The 10 of Cups is about happily ever after. It's about a happy family. Look at that rainbow in the back. What else we got on this card? We got a happy mother and father. There is children. There is just happiness everywhere. Abundance, water, rainbow, home, everything you need to be happy. And sometimes it's about having the bare essentials and being happy with that. But this is a really good relationship card, or a sign that whatever you're looking at is your 10 of Cups, if you were wondering. That supports you. What is in the past that's affecting us today, Spirit? The 6 of Pentacles. The 6 of Pentacles is about an equal give and take of a situation. It's about bonus, somebody being generous with their time, equal. Especially this card, look at the Pentacles are all in a row. In other 6 of Pentacles, they're not evenly distributed. You see, like there's 4 on one side, 2 here, can't remember, but they're not evenly distributed. So that's an indication that there's not an equal give and take. But this seems like in the past there was equal, consistent give and take in a situation. What is in the upcoming overall energy? Upcoming overall energy is for today the 9 of Swords. Wow, we are worried about this. I feel like this reading is for somebody who is worried about taking this risk. I'm going to see in the extended this risk card, and what is the risk? What will happen if we take it? What happens if we don't? If I remember. I hope I remember. What's in the immediate future? What is in the immediate future for our Spirit? What is in the immediate future for this beautiful reading that we're stressed out about? The Empress. The Empress always gets what she wants. Whatever your fear is, first of all, confront it. That's what the Empress does. Actually, the Empress doesn't have fear. So this could be another person who you're like, why aren't you worried about this? Why are you so empressy? But there is an Empress energy in the future, immediate future. However, something about that is scaring us. Or maybe you feel like so secure about this, and that's where the stress comes from. But this stress card is in the overall energy. It's a really good situation here, but you're stressed about it. Somebody is stressed about it. The 3 of Wands is in how you see the situation right now. You're manifesting something good for yourself. See, this is like looking into the future. What do I want to manifest? It's not like it's a good card because you're really questioning what you want. What is your future and what do you want from it? How are we seen by other people? The horned one, number 15, that is the devil. Wow, somebody's obsessed with you. They are obsessed with you. Empress energy, though, even if this is them or you, They're obsessed with you in a way like you're the Empress. It's a positive obsession, if that makes sense. It's like they see you for who you are, and they're obsessed and determined. They can't escape the connection either with the devil. What do we have to get through here? The universe, this is the world. So this is a cycle. Unfinished symphony, we have to finish this. One way or the other, we need to finish this cycle. That's what we need to get through. What is the outcome for today for this situation? See, we keep talking about the same situation, but like yesterday was saying we were going to have confusion and struggle. Maybe you had that. Like mental cognitive dissonance or something like that. Something was really in your mind not settled about it yesterday. But today, let's see. What's the outcome for today? The Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands. It's becoming overwhelming for you. And I feel like this is why we, like, Spirit's calling you to take that risk. Let's end this. Let's figure it out. Nine of Wands is the overall energy. Nine of Wands, Ten of Wands is a progression. There's something like happening today, either within you or in action, like in life, that is going to make you like, I got to do something. I have got to do something. Somebody is going to take a risk. Maybe it's not even you. Maybe this is the other person who can't stop thinking about you while you're looking at your Three of Wands. And they're like, hey, I haven't heard from this person in a while. What's happening? My Empress, I don't want to reach out because, you know, I might have messed this up. Unfinished. I left something unfinished. We'll clarify that. But maybe it's them that's getting like too much. It's getting to be too much for them. The overall energy, Nine of Wands. The challenge for this reading is the Five of Pentacles. Somebody feels left out in the cold. Are you going to bring them in? Wow. We're going to clarify that. This is a crazy reading. What is it saying overall? It's saying that you are finding out who you really are. Combine that with the Three of Wands, and you're saying, what do I want to do? Where do I want to go? What do I want to manifest? Around you is a Four of Wands. This is a happiness. You've experienced this happiness before in the past, and you want that same happiness. You're going to get it with the Ten of Cups that supports you. The Ten of Cups, the Six of Pentacles, something was in balance in the past, but it seems like with the Unfinished Symphony, it got out of balance. Somebody's seeing you as the Empress, or you're acting as the Empress, but at the same time, there's a lot of stress about this situation, sleepless nights. Something is really worrying you about a situation, but this is different than the energy of you looking forward to what you really want, what's really going to make me happy. Somebody is kind of obsessed with you and your Empress energy. You're being called to close out this situation. And again, the risk, the Ten of Wands is coming to be, it's an overwhelming feeling. Somebody is about to take a risk. I heard reach out with the Ten of Wands. Nine of Wands, it's about taking that next step and taking somebody in from the cold, you coming in from the cold. The challenge is the Five of Pentacles here. So, Ten of Cups supports you. I feel like that means happiness either way. You have found happiness. You're finding happiness. So this might be something that you might need to take a risk about. Spirit is saying it's going to, no matter what happens, this is going to help you find out who you are. Are you strong enough to take this risk? Has your faith been built up enough to know that nothing can destroy you? Nothing can really hurt you. You can get through everything. I never got that from this card before, but it's like, my future is my future, and it doesn't depend on this situation anymore. So when this person or thing comes in to ask to take you a risk, a strong person would be like, yes, yeah, it's only going to make me know myself more. And maybe if I need to learn this lesson one more time, but it does seem like it's going to be a regeneration of something rather than a learned lesson. Stresses you out a lot, though. Let's see. Let's do some clarification. Why is the Five of Pentacles here? And the challenge, the King of Cups, love, a decision, crossroads, and there's the Empress again. The King of Cups has decided about an Empress made that decision, making a choice. That's the challenge. Reverse the energies if you need to, but there is a King of Cups here that has decided who their Empress is, and is deciding to take action towards them, deciding to focus on them, because that's what the Seven of Cups is about, making that choice. And in that way, they are choosing spirit. So this feels like a very spiritual connection. This is definitely like love. It's on the weekend, it's sometimes love, because not everybody works, but this is strong love here. But you can, again, apply the energy to anything. This could be a home situation, any situation that you might be called. You have a very happy situation going on, but you might be being asked to take a risk to make that better. And know that if it doesn't make it better, it's not going to make it worse. You still will have your home. Why is the Nine of Swords here? What is stressing us out? The Magician. Magician. Ooh, the Eight of Cups. Okay, you're walking away from the stress? Yeah, okay. The Magician, the Nine of Coins. Oh, you're walking... See, again, walking away from being single. It's stressing you out. But guess what? Tower. I don't think you can escape this. Walking away from your singleness is stressing you out because you know it's going to change everything. Again, this could be you. This could be the person you're dealing with. But you're the Empress. You are the Empress here. Why is the Nine of Wands here? Ten of Coins. Again, something really good in the past. Something solid. Something home-based. Ten of Coins is the Ten of Cups. Except for with the mortgage paid. It's not just the bare minimum. We've got a little more security here. Financial security going on with the Ten of Cups. The Six of Swords. We're moving forward with that energy. And the Eight of Coins. And we're making it even better. There's the Emperor. The Empress and the Emperor. This is a very spiritual reading we got today. This is about somebody taking the steps to a very spiritual connection that they feel. Taking the risk to go towards it. Could be you, could be the other person. I'm feeling a lot of, it could be the other person energy, because you seem to be, maybe you're manifesting this in, but I feel like you are kind of on the receiving end of this. So last card to clarify before we go into the extended is the Ten of Wands, the Queen of Swords, Sun. There's the Five of Pentacles again, but it didn't flip all the way out, so I'm not taking it. Death. Somebody has walked away from their abundance, cut out their abundance, and that is what's stressing them out. King of Wands. King of Wands is about action. Ooh, the King and the Queen of Wands. We're taking those together. All right, somebody here is realizing they have walked away from abundance. But the King and the Queen, that's a true pair. And I feel like they're taking the action to move towards you. Or vice versa. This is about a union of some kind. An unfinished symphony that's about to be finished with the regeneration. I'm going to clarify all of those cards in the extended. Beautiful reading today. Very positive for love. So what is the everyday miracles? I have a feeling it's going to have to do with that too. What is the everyday miracles? Although they don't usually have to do about relationships. What is the everyday miracles message for today's Spirit? Oh, I don't feel it. What is the everyday miracles message? That one. I place the future in the hands of God. And yes, that's what it is. You can take this risk and know that God has your future. And there's nothing that anybody can do. No risk you can take. No chance that's going to keep you away from it. Your future is meant to be and will not be withheld from you. A healed mind does not plan. It carries out the plans it receives through listening to wisdom that is not its own. So if this wisdom is saying, take this risk, trust it. Trust it. because the future is in the hands of God. This is a dumb example, but one time I bought a kitty cat. I already had 2 cats. I didn't need another kitty cat, but it was white, and I just wanted a white one. I brought it home, pulled it out of the box, and I never saw it again. I have no idea to this day what happened to that cat. That was about 2001, maybe sooner. No, 2001. I lived in that house from 2001 to 2000. Lived there for 5 years or something like that. I don't know what happened to that cat. No idea. I never smelled the dead body. I have no idea. But, so that's my point is that you can't make things happen. If they're not meant to be, they won't be. But abundance is ours. Abundance is what we're here for. So choose it. You can choose abundance and you will get it. And there's enough for everyone. So you can take this risk. And even if it doesn't work out, that didn't affect my life in a negative way. Maybe that cat ended up exactly where they were supposed to end up, with the family that they were supposed to end up. And I needed to get it out of that place, the shelter, so that it could find its right home. Okay. Did that with the dog recently. Yeah, okay, that's okay. I like that. If I can help an animal get to where they're supposed to be, I will do that. Maybe that's what it was about. So whatever this risk is, you might never know the purpose. But it's okay. Because the future is in the hands of God. And your future will not be changed or altered in a negative way if you take this risk, is what this reading is saying. So, of course, use your own judgment. Do not put yourself in harm's way. This is not for anybody who is being abused in any way, or some situation that is most likely to end in some bad situation. This is not saying go and find the absolute riskiest situation and do it. It's saying a calculated risk might be okay, right? It's probably not going to affect your happiness. All right, I'm a little scared about that message because some people's brains hear things that I don't want to say, and absolutely do not put yourself in harm's way. This is not about putting yourself in a situation that might harm you physically at all. This is about maybe taking some kind of risk to get to know yourself better. Hope that all makes sense. So, that's the reading for today. We are going to dig deeper into this in the extended. If you'd like to join us over on Patreon, the link is in the description. If not, I hope you have an awesome day, and I hope to see you tomorrow.